Let us pray. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you, Lord, for this gathering this evening. I want to pray, Father, for the teachers and all of the students who are about to participate in this evening, this event. I pray for all the parents that are here. I pray, Father, for your divine guidance upon them. I pray, Father, for strength. And I pray, Father, for clarity of speech tonight and clarity of mind. And I pray, Father, for boldness of spirit as these children are about to perform. And I pray, Father, that we all will cheer the young people on tonight, Father. And I pray right now, Father, that your grace will go with us tonight. And that you will guide us and direct us. And I pray that the spirit of peace will be among us in here and on. Amen. You may be seated.
Sing the national anthem.
Marguerite relocated to the Turks Caicos in October 2007 and has served the TCI government as an educator at the Raymond Gardiner High School. Her area of specialty is English A and B. Additionally, she is the coordinator of the school's Performing Arts Club. Ms. Anderson also has an interest in journalism and in writing in general. She challenged this interest through various publications in TCI's local newspapers as well as through writing poems and songs. She is also the editor of the Raymond Gardiner High School magazine 2008 to 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, help us welcome on stage Ms. Marguerite C. Anderson.
Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am always excited to see the primary schools in action. Somehow I think they always outdo the high school, don't you think? They don't? Well, we'll see today. I love to watch the little ones. For a while there, I was wondering if that young lady was going to tell my entire life story. But thank you very much. At this time, I just want to apologize for the late start. And I want to get right into the program by welcoming a student of the Hubert James Primary. He is going to come and do the welcome for us this evening.
Contestant, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hubert James Primary School first ever cultural extravaganza. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this exciting farming program as 5 beautiful young ladies entertain and educate us about the islands of Turks. Remember, compliment people, magnify their strengths, not their weaknesses. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, the contestants are now going to come on stage with their opening dance. So join hands and give them a round of applause as they come on stage.
Good evening and welcome to Hubert James Primary School Cultural Extravaganza and to Little Miss Culturama 2014. We have 5 beautiful young ladies just waiting to represent their school, showcase their culture and heritage, and entertain and thrill you with their talents. Each contestant will represent one of the 5 islands in the Turks and Caicos Islands, from east to west, sunrise to sunset, Grand Turk, South Caicos, Middle Caicos, North Caicos, and Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sit back, relax, and enjoy an evening of TCI Culture and Heritage as we bring you Little Miss Culturama 2014 right here at Horace Stable Beach. Help me welcome on stage the 5 beautiful contestants.
Wow, show me a rock. Wow, talk about Culturama. Now, each contestant will introduce herself to you, and we'll start with this beautiful.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, esteemed judges, and invited guests. A pleasant evening to all. My name is Shakinia Lewis. I am in grade 3. I am 9 years old. My hobbies are reading and studying to do my best. I am representing the pristine island of Grand Turk. Grand Turk may be one of the smallest islands, but with its natural beauty, unique architecture, and abundant historical sites, it is proudly known as our nation's capital. Thank you.
That's what I call a bodacious babe. And now we have Miss South Caicos.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, honorable judges. My name is Cynthia Cento. I am 9 years old. Tonight, I will be entertaining you on the beautiful letter-shaped island of South Caicos, better known as the Big South or the Fishing Island. My ambition is to become a teacher. During my free time, I enjoy reading and listening to music. Remember my name, because one day you will see me representing this beautiful country of ours, the Turks Caicos Islands. Thank you.
I like that. We have a teacher in our midst. And now Miss Middle Caicos.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, honorable judges and fellow contestants. Standing before you is a beautiful, talented, and ambitious Miss Middle Caicos. 48 square miles stretching across the luscious green land and luxurious white sandy beaches. Gracefully towering 3 feet 5 inches, I am Zaria Johnson, aspiring to become an accountant. In my leisure time, I study and surf the internet to keep up to date with current affairs. Tonight, I will be exhibiting the natural beauty, such as the majestic Mujin Harbor and our beautiful back caves. Sponsoring this precious gem is Blue Horizon, owned and operated by Miss Lindsay. I thank you.
It's really good to have you here. We have Miss North Caicos.
What makes you different makes you beautiful. An adventurous fifth grade student at the Hubert James Primary School. You can find me embracing my inner bookworm at the library or sharpening my mathematical skills during my leisure time. Aside from my presence on the school campus, I am a young 10-year-old spontaneous individual who enjoys reading chapter books, traveling, and listening to gospel music. Leading by example, I will be pursuing my dreams to become a top educator in this country in the near future. Proudly representing the Garden Island, North Caicos, I am Alicia Edwards. Thank you.
So good to see so many articulate students on the stage. And now for Miss Providenciali.
Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my fellow contestants, a pleasant evening. My name is Shania Gardiner. I am 9 years old. My hobbies are reading, dancing, and singing. I am representing the beautiful turquoise island of Providenciali, which is the most developed tourist destination island in the Turks Caicos Islands. I thank you.
our judges to you, two of which you are very much familiar with. We will start with Mr. Bowen. Mr. David Bowen is the Director of Culture of the Turks and Caicos Islands. He is a dancer as well by profession. Mr. Bowen, could you stand? I know there is nobody in this room who possibly does not know Mr. David Bowen. And you will know that Mr. Bowen has been working closely with all the schools between Middle and North Caicos since about February or March, since the year started. So thank you, Mr. Bowen, for being here this evening. And next to Mr. Bowen, we have a beautiful lady, known to me for the first time, but she is Miss Patty. Oh my word, I'm afraid to pronounce this name. I am going to disgrace myself as a teacher of English. Patty Desloriez. Oh, you see that? Say that again for me. Patty Desloriez. Oh my word. Well, she is from Galveston, Texas, and she has been visiting North Caicos since the year 2002. She loved it so much that in 2008, her husband and herself, they decided to build a home in Major Hill. As of October 2013, they have been living here full time. She has been a hairstylist for over 25 years, and she works part-time in a salon here in North Caicos. Really? Okay, I need to find that salon. You see my bad hair day? Oh boy. She loves living on the beautiful island with all the wonderful people of North Caicos, and she appreciates being invited to participate in this community event. Could you stand for us, please, Miss Patty? And Mr. Lovey Forbes. He just has the perfect name. Lovey, Lovey, Lovey. Stand for us, Lovey. Mr. Lovey Forbes has a very affable personality. I've worked with him doing recording, and I feel very blessed that I have him as a teacher to impart his musical skills to me. And Mr. Forbes is deeply rooted in the history of North Caicos. Some of you, if you sit and listen to his stories, you'll be amazed. And so, Mr. Forbes, I thank you for being here this evening. Give our judges another round of applause. Now get ready. Sounds like there's a fish that's going to be deboned. There's an item coming up called bone fish biting. So put your hands together for bone fish biting. I'm glad I'm not the one that's getting the biting. primary school's pageant, but it's Culturama. And I want you to be the first one who can tell me. Let me see, I'm going to choose. This is the one in front here. This is Culturama. Tell me one of the things that you know culture is about. What is culture? Any idea? Who would like to tell me what is culture? Come on now, don't be shy. I bet if I said that I have an incentive back here, I'd see hands shooting up in the air. Who can tell me what is culture?
Your way of living.
All right, I'm seeing another one of my students, Brienne. She's a smart one. Now, Brienne, tell me what is culture. There you go. A way of life of a group of people. So we are sharing TCI culture through the music, through the dress, through the speech, and this evening you are going to learn so much about the culture of Middle Caicos, Providenciales, North Caicos, South Caicos. I mean, even though we have one great big Turks and Caicos, there is still something unique about each of the islands. And at this time, the music department of the Raymond Gardiner High School will be presenting an item. So, join hands, ladies and gentlemen, for the music department under the direction of Mr. Lewis. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we await the music department, I want to ask another little question. Now, who in here is from South Caicos? Let me see your hand. Let me see the South Caicos peeps. Only one. Well, I know that I won't have only one. Ah, there you go, there you go. Let me see the Middle Caicos peeps. Middle Caicos, calling Middle Caicos. North Caicos peeps. Oh boy, you know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen tonight? South Caicos, Providenciales, Middle Caicos, you're gonna have to scream and shout extra hard and extra long is wearing loose-fitting pants with the bottom rolled up to make it an easier walk for her. She's carrying her rake on her shoulder, and this is what she uses to rake the salt. Her waist is tied with a red band to hold up her pants. She is also wearing a loose-fitted shirt to make it easier to throw her rake around. She also has a red cloth which she uses to wipe her brow whenever she gets really hot and warm in the sun. Her back may ache and her feet may be sore, but she still looks amazing, doesn't she, ladies and gentlemen? Let's give it up for Miss Turks. Our next contestant, ladies and gentlemen, is Miss South Caicos. Okay, lights on the stage. Thank you very much. We have Miss South Caicos, better known as the fishing capital. South Caicos is the 7th largest island in the Turks Caicos, with a land area of 21.2 kilometers per mile. And this beautiful island is known for excellent fishing, both deep sea and bone fishing. And hence, we have our island fisherwoman, Cynthia Zaytil, being displayed in her South World boat, docked in the deep waters of South Caicos. Color green represents the luscious green vegetation. And even though it is not many on the island, you will also see streaks of orange, which is the island's color. Peacefully sitting on the seaside, she launches her rod to make a catch. Miss South Caicos is displaying a typical lifestyle of most natives living in South Caicos. And this is done on a small commercial scale. That's it. Miss South Caicos, put your hands together once more for Miss South Caicos. And coming up at this time is our contestant representing Middle Caicos. Okay, we have Miss Middle Caicos. We have on stage Zaria. And Zaria is portraying the indigenous character of a basket weaver found in the largest Turks Caicos Islands. This basket weaver exhibits an entire outfit which is crafted by craftsmen such as our own Miss Duncan. Her hat is made which was built by the basket weavers. This hut represents the early lifestyle of the inhabitants of the Turks Caicos Islands. Zaria's blouse and puff is completed and well decorated by baskets which represent the color tan, signifying the spirit of Middle Caicos. This basket weaver also displays raw materials such as thatched palm, the crocus bag, grass patch, and shells. Some of the things that are produced are bags, hats, brooms, fans, among many others. Materials such as these are inexpensive and they can be easily gathered. However, this basket weaver can only achieve such masterful craft work by skillfully and deliberately using her hands give her your support, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up is Miss North Caicos. Miss North Caicos.
Playing Indigenous island character. I am the lovely Farmer Brown's wife. Me and my husband, Farmer Brown, have been farming on the island of North Caicos for the past 15 years. The first thing that most people think of when they hear the name North Caicos is fresh, delicious, organic foods, vegetables, and of course farming. As a farmer's wife, part of my daily routine includes going into the cornfield. We have 15 acres of cornfields, 10 acres of sweet potatoes and cassava, 5 acres of sugar cane, 5 acres of pinching peas and green beans, and finally, we have 3 acres of pineapple and almonds. One of the first rules of farming is this: you have to know how to carry a bucket on your head. This rule is very important because all farmers on North Caicos use this method for carrying their crops from the fields to their homes. A cloth is placed on the farmer's head as a padded protection between the skull and the bottom of the bucket. This is actually the way how water was transported through the island, where the farmers lived prior to the arrival of the modern technology and electricity. As a farmer's wife, one must also know how to swim a cutlass. The cutlass is considered to be a farmer's weapon, as well as an important tool. It is used for digging and planting, and as a weapon, it is used to attack any hidden predator that a farmer could encounter on a farming trip to the fields. A cutlass is also used to chop wood to make a hoe. Most North Caicos farmers believe in carrying matches. Matches are used to start a fire. It is common on the island of North Caicos to see a mile-high smoke line coming from a farmer's field. They are either burning dry bush or lighting up a pole pit. Another important thing that a Caicos farmer must have is a field sack. A field sack is useful for carrying corn, peas, and sweet potatoes. It is easier to carry a sack of corn or sweet potatoes inside of the sack. It is carried over the shoulders, unlike how a bucket is carried on the farmer's head. A farmer's sack is also used for toting crab. And how about having an old pair of one-plus shoes? The one-plus helps to protect your feet from stones and sharp, shooting objects from injuring your feet.
Image of the beautiful Miss Providenciales is proud to wear a costume depicting the bright yellow Turks Caicos sun shining over a legend, Providenciales, which is first locally owned major hotel property. This property was a former Treasure Beach villa. This was just one of those that started it all. And to Mr. and Mrs. Butterfield, thanks for your vision. Pioneers such as these made way for thousands who now visit the shores of Providenciales and enjoy the rich culture that Turks and Caicos has to offer. Be it rake and crate or good glass of switcher, many were entertained here in Providenciales. The landscape, however, has changed somewhat, but the rich history and the legacy continue to live on. So come and see and enjoy. Visit the Camp Farm or the historic Cheshire Hall. Go paddleboarding, diving, or try Boogaloo's Camp. The choice is yours when you are in Providenciales, where it's always beautiful by nature. A round of applause for Miss Providenciales. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, you can do better than that. Miss Providenciales. And at this time, Shantia from the Raymond Gardiner High School Performing Arts will come and do a dance for us.
Yeah.
That's a little piece of African culture for us there. Thank you, Performing Arts and Shantia, for that performance. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be seeing the contestants appearing in their swimwear. Now hold on to your horses. I don't even want to leave the stage. I have to see this one for myself. And so, are the contestants ready to come on stage? See, ladies and gentlemen, you know something? I was going to take my glasses from the car, you know. It's not swimwear, it's summerwear. I was like, whoa, swimwear? Primary school pageant? This I have got to see. So my bad, it is summerwear. Keep clapping, ladies and gentlemen. Keep on clapping. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have grade 6 students modeling summerwear. Grade 6 students modeling summerwear. Ay, 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 ay. Move it, move it, move it. Whoa, talk about that. I really have to wonder if these are grade 6 students. I'm thinking that they belong on an international stage. I hope Raymond is somewhere out there so he can see these budding models, all from the Hubert James Primary School. Man, I can tell you that the summer shore is blazing hot. All right, all right. Oh yeah. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Grade 6 students modeling summerwear. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. My favorite segment in any competition, the talent piece. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome Miss Grand Turk coming on stage to do her talent piece. Put your hands together for her.
Grand Turk is the place to be. Come over here, there's plenty to see. Historic lighthouse and beautiful oceans. Take Front Street, you can drive in slow motion. In Marguerite, you can hang and chill, or you can relax on Lake Hill. And take a trip
Didn't I tell you that it's the island of vibes and party and lightening up yourself? Now you know something? I think I'm on the wrong island, you know. Because I want to go to South Caicos. Big up Miss South Caicos again, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to welcome now Miss Middle Caicos on stage. Miss Middle Caicos. Miss Middle Caicos, ladies and gentlemen, here she is.
Mary, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy you visited the Turks and Caicos Islands. But y'all, I'm disappointed in you. That's how you come back after you spent 6 whole months there. Imagine, you didn't even learn any of their tongue. And your sister, who visited the TCI for only 1 week, my ears could hardly contain the amount of information she had to tell me about the beautiful place. Not to mention, she started talking like that. You went to work again. Hey, Mary, I'm disappointed in you. You didn't even visit Grand Turk and see the lighthouse. See the lighthouse? Have a look in your museum where you learn important facts about the TCI. Riding on the boat from Grand Turk to Salty, there you will see the Salinas or the windmill. Mary, you see the windmill? Mary, how could you? I'm disappointed in you. You didn't even visit North Caicos. On the ferry, you see the Turks and Caicos ferry. Or even take a look at your beautiful wave tree plantation in North Caicos. Mary, I'm disappointed in you. Or even take a look at your beautiful pink flamingos and flamingos fun. Hey, hey. And if you were feeling hungry,
and gentlemen, I am telling you, that's just not fair. I am backstage, just imagining the excitement out here. And I missed it, didn't I? Oh boy, I tell you. But one thing I can say, Middle Caicos sure got a lot of offset. That was great, wasn't it? I know it was great because I heard your response. I wish I had seen it for myself. Nonetheless, we are going to welcome on stage now, North Caicos!
Caicos Islands is the second largest island in the Turks and Caicos Islands. It is 41 square miles in size and is properly known as the Garden Island of the Turks and Caicos Islands. It is called the Garden of the Turks and Caicos Islands because of the abundance of fruit trees, vegetable, and luscious spring vegetation. Because of its human characteristics that North Caicos has, it is considered to be the most rich, fertile island within the Turks and Caicos Islands. It is also home to a number of historic sites, including Deepening, Pageant Plantation, Cottage Pond, Hugh Farm, Raymond Plantation, Belfield Landing, Sandy Point Marina, Harrow Wallow Creek, Pageant, and Pelican Beach Hotel. On the island of North Caicos, you can find the fresh fruits and vegetables such as sugar apples, henna, juicy plums, sapodilli, guavas, cantaloupe, juicy sugar cane, sweet potatoes, sours, and tamarinds. North Caicos is also famous for its green corn. People on North Caicos often boil or roast green corn, often served as an evening snack. North Caicos is home to many farmers who sometimes let some of their corn dry hard. When the dry corn gets hard ground, the kernels are placed into a mill. As the mill is turned manually using the hand, the kernels are ground into finer chaff and paper. This process is the result of Guinea corn bricks. Another name for Guinea corn bricks is hominy or corn bricks or Caicos bricks. Locally grown cashew peas are added to bricks along with chunks of dried corn, and sometimes when available, bits of cucumber for additional flavor. It's served in freshly harvested napkins or cornbread. This local island cuisine has now gained national recognition as the national dish of the Turks and Caicos Islands. The local people of the island of North Caicos are very Culturama is celebrated throughout the island. North Caicos is also home to two of the most influential musical artists in the history of the Turks and Caicos Islands. The person of Miss Lovey Ford and the song Perfect. They were instrumental in coining the culture song Raymond down in North Caicos, and Oka is treated as freshman. Over the years, North Caicos has introduced the first communion of the Turks and Caicos Islands, as others have served as chief ministers and members of parliament. In addition to island politicians, local musicians also have both local and international church book authors, fashion designers, lawyers, prominent businessmen, and women, and of course, our beloved farmers. So there you have it, folks. When it comes down to talent, North Caicos people stand in a unique category all by themselves. They are indeed second to none.
Knock knock. Mac. Good old faithful rain or shine. Mac is on the taxi line. First the airport, then the dock. He's at your service round the clock. Very soft spoken, enjoy a long ride. He'll quality show historical places, promoting culture and familiar faces. For a visit to my land, Max Taxi Driver is the best man.
time out to thank some of our sponsors. Among them, we have Mrs. Barbara Gardiner, who is responsible for presenting gift certificates and luncheon tickets to our contestants. There's Paris Key Resort and Spa, Daniel's Cafe, Tiger Taxi, Pelican Beach Hotel, All the People's Affair, Rock of Jesus Media Graphics and Posters, Metromart, and Live Turks Caicos. Now these aren't the only sponsors. I will be sure to announce the others. We really are grateful for our sponsors. You know that if it were not for the primary schools and the high school, North Caicos would not have entertainment. Don't you agree? Indeed. And so the persons who make it possible are people like our sponsors, and we really appreciate all that they continue to do year after year, funding the events time after time from all the schools throughout North and Middle Caicos. So give it up for our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. And at this time, our last talent piece comes from Miss so magnificently in all that they do. Now, I'm telling you, I am backstage and I'm like, I really have to raise my hat to the teachers of Charles Hubert James Primary. They are behind there busting and sweating up, trust me. And so, please be reminded that all that you see showcased here today, our hardworking teachers are behind these lovely contestants, and we need to give them some love. Show some appreciation for our teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I want to acknowledge some of our sponsors. They appear as individuals in the person of Mr. Kervin Simmons, Miss Maud. I understand that Miss Maud is Jovan's mother. And then there is Miss Jada, Mrs. Amos Campbell, I hope I'm pronouncing it properly. Mrs. Alice Campbell, is that it? All right. Mr. Stephen Walker. Oh Lord. You come a little closer to the light. I'm blind as a bat. Hope James Hamilton and Pastor Courtney Miffick. I see here also, so on, go with the flow. I'm singing properly? A company called So On. All right, go with the flow and so on. Thank you, sponsors, for making this happen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you excited? Are you enjoying the program? Again, I envy you because I am missing out on so much being backstage. Lights, please, lights on the stage. Oh dear, I can't see a thing. Could you give me some light up here, please? Charles Hubert James students will be coming with an item. I see here, are you satisfied or party in the backyard? Are you satisfied or party in the backyard? Charles Hubert James, are you ready? All right, big them up, welcome them. Straighten The ones in the backstage doing brown girl in the ring and show me emotion. You remember that? Wait. Don't tell me I am the only old fogey inside up here. You remember show me emotion? I wonder who can come up here and show me emotion. I need somebody to come show me how you do the emotion. Now, as a matter of fact, there is one person I want to come show me the emotion. Mrs. Cox Smith, where are you? Come show me emotion, girl. Oh, she's sleeping in. You have an excuse. Who dares to come show me some motion? Come on now, somebody come show me the motion. The best motion up here will win a ticket for two. Allow me to tell. People, they know I call him MacGyver at school. MacGyver, I think I want to show you the motion. McKeever, we're calling you back. I'm calling you back on stage. I'm telling you, when McKeever was playing, I had to really restrain myself. I saw myself as a child again. I have not heard that song in such a long time. I think McKeever is long gone. And here I was really hoping I could show you the motion. Anyhow, we're going to save it for another time then. But at this time, it's Mrs. Lewis back there grinning away. It's like she wanted to come show her emotion. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, wow, I am blown away. I see some costumes back there. I am wondering who are the designers, only to find out that they are teachers. Now I'm saying Charles Hubert James must be filled with art teachers, because the costumes back there, they are absolutely awesome, very pictorial, and I know you're going to be in awe at the costume that you're about to see. And our contestants will come individually at this time in their island costume. And so, our first contestant, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Miss Grand Turk.
Miss Grand Turk is wearing a two-piece, shirt and skirt. On the skirt, there is a windmill. The windmill was used to transfer the water from one pan to the next. On the front of the skirt, you will see multiple Turk's head cactus. The Turk's head cactus is very important to Grand Turk because the top of the Turk's head cactus is where Grand Turk got its color from that is represented on the national dress of the Turks and Caicos Islands. She also has a replica of the Turk's head cactus in her hand. On the back of her skirt, you will find another windmill. On the inside of her skirt, you will find a picture of the lighthouse. The lighthouse was used long ago before the invention of high-tech radars. It was used to guide as a guide for ships. And lastly, on her head, you will find a headpiece with the cross on the top, as a reminder that God is always first. And behind the headpiece, you will find a branch of the Caicos pine, which is the national tree of the Turks and Caicos Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Miss Grand Turk. Simply beautiful.
Lovely. Again, contestants. I am insisting that you utilize the stage. I want you to come more. Contestants, I hope you're listening. I want you to come more downstage, which is closer to the very front. Too many of you, I don't know what is happening, why you are stuck towards that curtain here. But nonetheless, she was great, wasn't she? That's Miss Grand Turk. And now, let's get ready for Miss South Caicos.
depicting the fishing mecca of the beautiful by nature, TCI. The dress is made out of soft, pastel, silky material, neatly trimmed with shells taken from the seashore at the bust and waistline. The dress has a fishtail, perfect for the South Caicos, the fishing island of the Turks Caicos. It also shows their secret journey of the beautiful underwater world on the tail. On the back is the ladder shape for which the island can be easily identified. On the right-hand side is the South Caicos Lighthouse and the beautiful pink flamingo on the left-hand side. To help accessorize her elegant island costume, she wears a custom-made headpiece decorated with shells and a veil made from the fishing net to cover her face. Sit back and enjoy as Cynthia continues to grace the stage in her island costume. I thank you.
Miss South Caicos, ladies and gentlemen, awesome. Amazing what they have done, weaving some very simple things to create such intricate costumes. And the next contestant is Miss Middle Caicos, appearing in her island costume.
Gracing the stage is the ambitious and talented Miss Middle Caicos, and she models her costume under the theme Tantalizing Tan. Zaria's smile complements her headdress, which is a replica of the Lucans who once settled in Middle Caicos. It flaunts the colorful pink feathers of the flamingo, the palm leaves, and the fana grass, intricately layered with lovely seashells. Sitting comfortably around Zaria's neck is a magnificent chain crafted from beads and from the shell of the coconut trees. The straps of her blouse are lined with cotton, thus signifying the Middle Caicos' past cotton industry. This blouse dons a boutique decorated in a wide array of seashells found on the white sandy beaches. Middle Caicos is represented by the color tan, since it is a home of the craft industry in the Turks and Caicos Islands. And flowing gracefully from Zaria's hips as she parades the stage is her cancan skirt, made from fana grass, palm leaves, crepe paper, all decorated with shells. Her wings are those of the coin flamingos, flopping happily and undisturbed. Her costume is accessorized by handiworks such as the basket, hat, and the fan. She has a side purse and glass rest made by craftsmen such as the well-known basket weaver. Not forgetting the three settlements, these are Kankbar, Bambara, and Lorimers, which house close to 300 people. This costume captures images pictured behind the flamingo wings. And to capture your attention further is all the exciting and fun places to visit, such as majestic Mujin Harbor, exciting Bat Cave, Valentine's Day Cart, Crab Fest, Blue Horizon Resort, and the white sand beaches, just to name a few. Zaria sports her island sandals made from straw, and which are also designed using the fana grass and shells. Again, the theme of Zaria's costume is tantalizing tan, and it emphasizes the hard work, creativity, and fun of the inhabitants of beautiful Middle Caicos. Thank you.
That's Middle Caicos for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to ask our lighting technician to darken the stage. Thank you. We really need to have the lights off. North Caicos is getting ready to appear on stage in her island costume. Ladies and gentlemen, North Caicos takes the stage.
And many more. This is the Shania Gardiner representing Providenciales.
All right. That's Miss Providenciales. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are calling all the contestants again. They will appear all together on stage in their island costume. All our contestants in their island costume. There is Miss Granter, Miss South Caicos, Miss Middle Caicos, Miss North Caicos, and finally, Miss Providenciales. All beautifully arrayed in their island costume. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up, put your hands together for all the contestants modeling their island costume. Beautiful. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Boy, man, I would not want to be in the judges' shoes because this is really stiff competition, I'm telling you. Now we have a medley of cultural songs, and that will be done by the students of the Hubert James Primary. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give them some love. Hubert James Primary with a medley of cultural songs. bad. I always love to see TCI culture. That was a beautiful piece. I enjoyed it tremendously. We are now going to be entertained by teachers of the Charles Hubert James Primary School. Okay, give them a big, hearty round of applause. teachers come back on stage. Drummers come back on stage. We want more. Let's chant. We want more. We want more. We want more. We want more. You ask for more. You ask for more. And trust me, we're getting much, much more. All right, here they are. My God, wow. Boy, you know, at one point in the game, I was getting a bit tired, but trust me, they just piped me up. Now I'm ready and revving to go. They have just set the tone for the next item. We are going to have the corn shuck rushers. The corn shuck rushers. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the corn shuck rushers. As the judges now begin to deliberate, we invite the corn shuck rushers on stage. And this is our very last item as the judges deliberate to come to their final decision. Who will be Miss CHJPS tonight? Who do you think? Do you think it will be Miss Granted? Or will it be Miss South Caicos? What about Miss Middle Caicos?
say you of Miss North Caicos? Boy. So, what about Provo? What do you think about Provo? Providence County. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am telling you. So we are going to ask the corn chuck rushers to come to the stage while the judges deliberate. They came, but we want them again, don't we? You don't? Who do you want? The teachers? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just take time out to say thank you in the meantime. Thank you, parents. Thank you, North Caicos and Middle Caicos community, for coming out to support this event. You have always been the biggest cheerleaders for anything that the schools showcase, and we really appreciate you. At this time, I want to thank Mr. Lewis and Skeet, who have been our technical person over there manning the music and manning the sound. Thank you, Skeet and Mr. Lewis. Thank you to anyone else who may have played a part manning the sound. Ladies and gentlemen, as we're coming close to the end of our program, we want to just thank again the teachers who have worked assiduously with these students. This is really impeccable preparation on the part of the students, and we know that it would not have been possible without the hardworking teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to ask our musicians to give us a filler while our judges do their thing.
How are you feeling out there? How are you feeling out there? That doesn't sound like, did you enjoy the show? How are you feeling? Let me hear some cheers. Let me hear you say, C.H. James. C.H. James. While the judges are deliberating, I would just like to acknowledge tonight that the winner of this Culturama will be getting a tablet from Digicel. They will be getting a gift certificate from Miss Barbara Gardiner, Miss B. Gardiner, for a luncheon at Moosian Harbor. They will also be receiving, oh boy, this line is so long I can't remember. A pass, a one-day pass. The winner and their chaperone will be getting a one-day pass at beaches, Turks and Caicos. And they will also be getting another gift from Miss Barbara that Dorothy's place where they can go and get all sorts of get in shape. Yes, so they are really going to be getting some really nice gifts tonight. The first runner will be getting a Line phone, Alcatel phone from Line, and they will also be receiving Line top-up and data plan gift certificate for 1 week, weekly data plan. And they will also be receiving a round-trip ticket on TCI Ferry Caribbean Cruise. Okay, the second runner-up will be receiving I said that one already, okay? So the second runner-up now will be receiving a gift certificate from Goldsmith as their prize, and they will also be receiving a luncheon at Miss B's restaurant, compliments of Mrs. Barbara Gardiner. And they will also be getting a round-trip ticket on Caribbean their cruising. They will also be receiving complimentary gift baskets from Other People's Affairs. Let's give it up for Other People's Affairs. Every girl will be receiving a gift basket from Other People's Affairs. They will also be receiving a tote bag. Every girl, compliments of, and so on, and so on. And she asked me to please advertise her business. So on, and so on. That is go with the flow. Just check out Cheryl Forbes. She is a wonderful seamstress. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say a very big thank you to Mrs. Anderson. Wasn't she lovely? Miss Anderson. Wasn't she lovely? Come on, give it up for Miss Anderson. My God, she kept this concert lively from start to now. Come on, give us some love. And let's give it up for our distinguished judges. The lovely Patty. Come on, Patty, stand and give a wave. That's my hairdresser. She and Carlene. They're my girls. Come on, give them some love in the house tonight. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. And then head judge, Mr. David Bowen. I mean, he worked beyond the call of duty, preparing, ever since this idea was born, I just gave him one phone call. All he did was the opening dance. As far as the girls' costume, what they were wearing, he knew nothing as to what they were wearing. Am I correct, Mr. Bowen? He knew nothing as to how their dress was designed. But the opening dance, he was the one responsible for that. Let's give it up for Mr. David Bowen. And then my good friend, Mr. Lovey. Give a wave, Mr. Lovey, the best man in town. You talk about a combine of music? Check Mr. Lovey for. That's my good friend. That's my church brother. Okay, and I'm sure they must have had a very, very hard decision. Are you ready? Before I turn the mic over to Mr. Bowen, I must give some love to my son-in-law, Mr. Lorenzo Smith. Every phone call, Mr. Lorenzo, I need you to go to Other People's Affairs. I need you to go to Precious Memories. I need you to go, and he just write these places down. I didn't have to go to Provo for one single thing. I just called him on the phone. Is he in the house? He met outside. Lorenzo Smith. I didn't even let Savitri know that I was calling Lorenzo because she was like, Mommy, you better leave my husband alone. So I called him secretly and I just text him and he just go where I needed him to go. So put your hands together for my son-in-law, Mr. Lorenzo Smith. All right. My hard-working teachers. I cannot leave the stage without mentioning my teachers. Put your hands together for the hard-working teachers at the Charles Hubert James Primary School. Let's give them some love. My goodness. I have a team of dedicated, hard-working teachers. I must say that. Hard-working. You just name the topic and they run with it. And all I did was just sit in the background and just pilot the ship. Just steer the ship. So I cannot, begin to thank them enough. Persons like Mr. Andre Rupert Gibson, who came here and decorated this building for us. Mr. Rupert, where are you? Give us a wave. That is my brother from another mother, Mr. Rupert Gibson. And then we had persons like Miss Nikki Gardiner, who was here up to this afternoon. She was here. Nikki, where are you? Are you in the house? Come on, give yourself some love, and then Pastor Courtney can build a stage for us. I cannot leave you out. There's so many people to mention. You know yourself. Thank you. Thanks to the community of North Caicos. Thanks to Q and Sandy Point gas station right there on the corner. Petromart. They made the biggest contribution towards this culture show tonight. Let's give it up for Mr. Holton Williams. That is how the community of North and Middle Caicos, we give back. We give back to our schools. We give back to our children. And when I beg, I don't beg for myself. I beg for my children, the children of the Charles Hubert James Primary School. Okay, I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm going to invite Mr. David Bowen. Put your hands together for Mr. David Bowen. And he is going to come and give us a score. I know you have one more thing. The judge's decision is final. The judge's decision is final. I rest my case. Thank you.
Well, well, well. I am looking at this now, and I am sure that you will all agree with our results. Please be mindful, there are things that we see that you might not see based on how we have to score this evening's event. I know we all have our favorites, and we all think we want that person to win. However, based on the scoring and based on the technique we use to come to these numbers, we have our winners. Third runner-up. Third runner-up. Miss North Caicos. Miss North Caicos. Alicia Lewis. Second runner-up. Second runner-up. Miss South Caicos. First runner-up. First runner-up, Miss Brand. Kenny Lewis. And Miss Culturama 2014. North Caicos, let me hear you say, hey for Miss Middle Caicos! Miss Middle Caicos, Zaria Johnson. Miss Culturama 2014. My darling, have a seat in your throne. Come on, North Caicos, let me hear you.
Best Stage Presence, Most Articulate, Miss Photogenic, Best Indigenous Character, and Best Talent.
Okay, I must apologize for third place. We did not get a sash for, well, we had for the winner first and second, but we did not have a sash for third place. So I must apologize for that. But however, third place you will get. Fourth place you will get a sash. Come on, let's give it up for the girls one more time. Let's give it up for the girls. They all look beautiful. They performed well. They did their best. And they gave it their all. Okay, so at this time I just want to give them their complimentary bags. And these bags were made by Miss Cheryl Forbes. Go with the flow. Her business is the sewing machine. Sew on. And Miss Granter, and it has her name on it, Jakinia Granter. Zaria, the winner of Little Miss Culturama, has her name on her bag, representing the island of Middle Caicos. Compliments of and so on. Miss Cheryl Forbes, go with the flow. And then we have Cynthia, Little Miss South Caicos. Her name is printed engraved on her bag, representing the island of South Caicos. Compliments of the sewing machine, and so on. And this is being presented to Miss Cynthia. And then we have Miss Alicia, representing the island of North Caicos. And I think she was just beautiful tonight. Come on, let's give her some love in the house. Very, very gorgeous. North Caicos, compliments of and so on. And it complements her dress. Look at that. Wonderful. And then the final one, the Sharnia, Miss Providencialis. She will also be receiving and so on bag from Mrs. Cheryl Forbes, and so on. We're also going to be presenting them gift baskets from Other People's Affairs. The winner, Miss Culturama 2014. Compliments of Other People's Affairs. Come on, cheer them on. Miss South Caicos Granter, compliments of Other People's Affairs. Miss South Caicos, compliments of Other People's Affairs. Smile from there, you beautiful, smile. North Caicos, compliments of Other People's Affairs. Come on, give it up for them. And Miss Providencialis, compliments of Other People's Affairs. Okay? So there we have it. Boys and girls, audience, judges, parents, well-wishers, you have been a wonderful audience. I can't believe the show has come to an end and the room is still filled to capacity. Okay, I guess the judge is ready to give out Best Island Costume, Best Stage Presence, Little Miss Culturama Most Articulate, Little Miss Culturama Miss Photogenic, Little Miss Culturama Best Indigenous Character. We have these gifts to be given. and Little Miss Culturama Best Talent. Yes, sir.
Before I announce the winners of these categories, I must say that I was very pleased with the young ladies. I must tell you, the very first day that I came in to rehearse, I'm sure they expected to be weeks and weeks of rehearsal. We were able to get the dance down in the very first day. I was so impressed when I came back second and third time that they had actually rehearsed and improved. So, young ladies, thank you so much, and once again, congratulations. Teachers, your bucket on the head. Now, when I came into that song, they weren't quite sure what they were going to do. This one was saying, oh, I don't want to do that, I can't do that, I can't dance. But boy, you all tricked me. You all tricked me. Next time I know, I can put it hard on you next time. Here we go now with these final prizes. And I'm sure you will agree with us. Once again, it's all based on what we see, not what we wish to see. For Best Island Costume goes to Middle Caicos. Best Stage Presence. Best Stage Presence goes to Middle Caicos. Most Articulate goes to Middle Caicos. Miss Photogenic goes to Miss Grand Turk. Best Indigenous Costume, Best Indigenous Character, rather, Best Indigenous Character goes to Middle Caicos. And finally, Best Talent goes to Middle Caicos.
Like I told you, the judge's decision is final. The judge's decision is final. Excuse me?
Hey, stop running.
Oh.
I always love to see Miss Morley in her element. For a while there, I thought she was going to put on a performance of her own. Okay, it seems she comes bearing gifts.
I told you my teachers are the most wonderful people to have. I had forgotten I had gifts for my wonderful judges and my beautiful announcer. So, shall I begin with the beautiful Mrs. Patty? Mrs. Patty, on behalf of all of us at the Charles Hubert James Primary School, I cannot begin to tell you how much we appreciate you, and we appreciate you taking this offer to come and be one of our judges tonight. Please put your hands together as I invite Miss Patty to come and receive a gift tonight. And I must say, these are all compliments of Mrs. Hope James Hamilton, the patron of our school. So nice to have you. And then we have Mr. Lovey Forbes. You know, when I called him, he gladly consented. He didn't even hesitate. It was a pleasure to have you as one of our judges tonight. Thank you so much. Okay. And then we have Mr. Oh no, I should get the lovely lady before I get Mr. Bowen. Mrs. Anderson. You know, when we, Miss Anderson, when we thought about this Culturama, and I learned that Sinclair Musgrove was not going to be on the island. My heart was broken. And then one night I had a dream, and I dreamt of Miss Anderson, who was just as elegant and as graceful as Miss Cynthia. And I went to school and I said, teachers, Miss Anderson will be our chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. The lovely Miss Anderson, thank you so much. And Mr. David Bowen, our head judge. Thanks to my daughter Savitri for finding your number and giving it to me. You know we love you with all our heart. Compliments of Mrs. Hope James Hamilton. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have been a wonderful audience. Thanks again to... Okay. Mr. Bowen is requesting a photograph of the judges. How can I not say thank you to our wonderful musician, the Raymond Gardiner High School Music Department. Let's give it up for the Raymond Gardiner High School DJ Skeet. And he is here. He was with us on our motorcade just the other day, and he is here tonight. And everybody, I don't want to leave anybody out. Okay, our ladies, Miss Norma, our videographer, Mr. Keith Johnson. Let's give Mr. Keith Johnson some love back there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, audience. Everybody, have a good night, and I'm sure tomorrow you will get